Okay, hola mi amores. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the state of AI security and how to, let's say, educate yourself because there's a lot of information out there. So I'm just gonna go tried and true methods. You cannot go wrong. You're gonna educate yourself very, very quickly. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna search up AI space. Okay, trick question. You don't even need to put the space, honestly, and then put AISVS, which stands for the Artificial Intelligence Security Verification Standard. There is also from OWASP the ASVS, which is the Application Security Verification Standard. The leaders behind the ASVS, some of them are also part of the AI SVS. We'll get more into that later, but you can imagine they're dictated and structured quite similarly. So if you know the ASVS, it's going to be structured quite similar, very, very similarly to this new initiative from OWASP. And yes, this is a very new initiative from OWASP. If you look here, there are 5 phases. I just clicked on the first link. We're still on phase 2. I say still. This is a big project, obviously. We don't want to give incorrect information. And one of the nice things is that a lot of subject matter experts from industry, on the AI side of things, we are collaborating with them. So, for example, NIST, the Alan Turing Institute, I can even let's really quickly go into the AI exchange from OWASP, which is essentially, like it says, a massive exchange of information. There are about 200 pages on AI security and privacy, and they're trying to align with, for example, the EU AI Act and then ISO 27091. So, yeah, just to give a bit of an information. We're not going to go too much into the AI exchange. There's a lot that goes into this, a lot of information that they give. They're talking about threat modeling, AI controls, and everything. So there's a lot that goes on here. Both the AI exchange as well as the AI SVS are both open source. So you can contribute to either one. Just go to the GitHub repo. You can find that yourself, right? It even says here, edit this page on GitHub. So it's not that hard to find. We'll close this, go back to the AI SVS. Sure, you can go through everything here. That's kind of boring. Let's go into GitHub because we're real. We believe in coding, right? We still haven't fell trapped to the vibe coding craze. Not that there's anything coded related here, but still. So we'll go. There are 13 chapters. I think. Let's see. If we'll go into chapter 1, I think there is a page on the using. Yeah, it's right here. So there are 3 levels of requirements, same as the ASVS. The way it works is that level 1 is very superficial, and then level 3 is as deep as the Marianas Trench, basically. Depending on the depth you want to go, obviously, if you have an app that's dealing with things like prescription data, HIPAA, whatever, probably don't want it to be an L1. Vice versa, an app that barely tracks birthdays, you probably don't want it to be an L3, right? So, because there's a lot of effort, there's a lot of test cases, there's a lot of verification that needs to happen behind it in order to make sure you're compliant with the levels. And then each let's say, control has one of these with it, right? So DV or DV. D or V or DV, so both. Developer focus requirement, QA, and then both, if you want to pass your compliance, essentially. So we'll just very quickly go through not even chapter 1, just point 1 of chapter 1. So for example, 1.1.1, this is an L1 control, right? Making sure you have an inventory of the sources of data for training purposes. Yeah, okay. That's level 1 control, very simple, very easy. If you want to verify that the data sets are watermarked, then that's a level 3 control all of a sudden, right? And what is the point of the AI SVS? Okay, nice. Good question. That is to make sure, once again, it's all about security and privacy. I'm not going to go too much into the depth of things, but essentially why I'm providing this is for that you can go into this and I want to learn about AI, cool. Where do you go? Start here, okay? And then you go from there. So if you're a developer, especially, this is good for AI SVS or the exchange or both, no matter what, even if you're not a developer per se, but if you're in the AI world, knowing these things, knowledge is always going to be powerful and always going to help, right? So there we go. That's AI security in a nutshell, basically, if you want to learn it.